I didn't even realize this until I was already making the video, but you are about to see a 100-year-old comic, so stay tuned. Hey, thanks for watching 4Color Commentary. I'm Mark Allen, and I'm doing something a little different today. From the title of the video, What's in the Box, you might imagine that it's something that came, that I ordered off the internet, off of eBay or something like that, or an act of kindness or something like that. It's none of those things. What it is a box I got out of storage. Things get taken out as you decide what to display, what not to display. You have to decide what goes back into storage, what goes back into the closet. We have in this room, so this is a converted garage, converted into kind of a family room. We didn't do it; the previous owners did it, but our landlord is the current owner, but the previous owners that he bought it from did it, and these are high ceilings. These are about, 11 or 12 foot ceilings. And so there's, as in a garage, there's high cabinets. And so once I put things up there, a lot of times they stay there for a while because I literally need an 8-foot ladder to get up into them and safely get things down. So anyway, pull this out. This went into storage the last time we moved. It actually says temperature controlled storage. Now, I don't know if that stuff that was temperature, that needed temperature control, is still in there or not, but we're going to find out. So what's in the box? Let's find out what was in the box being stored in the closet. Oop, there we go. Try not to mess up my camera too much. Okay, here we go. Now this is stuff, some of this could be stuff that has been seen on my channel before, so I'm just right up front, but it'll be stuff that a lot of people haven't seen. And those who have seen it haven't seen it in a long time. By the way, I just hit 700 subscribers. Really excited about that. And so anyway, so there will be some new people that haven't seen any of this stuff before. First thing up is a Flash Gordon, The Lost Planet, 1982 King Feature Syndicate book and record. Now, King Feature Syndicate, that's just who owned Flash Gordon at the time. It's kid stuff. Records and tapes. There's the cover. You got kind of a little story book in there, obviously with Flash Gordon story going on there, and you do have the record, okay, and so anyway, kind of neat. I'm not sure who did the art. I'm sure I bought this at a garage sale or a bookstore, antique store, something like that. No, this would be really odd, even on any kind of book, if it doesn't say who did the artwork. But I guess maybe on children's book and records back then, maybe not so much. But anyway, kind of a neat little item there. I'm sure that didn't break the bank because I wouldn't have spent a lot on that. All right, this is very cool. Well, let's stay with the record theme for now. These you will have. This first one you will have seen before. This is I have these actually up on my channel. Have the old 50s Superman theme song, as well as the old 50s Tarzan theme song. Here's the record those came from. It's a flip record. On one side, you have Superman on one side of the cover and the record. You have the Superman song. On the other side, the Tarzan song. Very cool art on those. That almost looks like a Wayne Boring Superman. And I couldn't tell you who did the Tarzan, but that is a painted. Looks like what would have been a Dell cover or a 4Color cover, something like that. Okay, let me see if I can. On the record, it is one of those old yellow records. Let's see, I can't find the date. I'm sure those dates though are on my I probably did the research and put the dates on the videos. So go check those out. Go to search my channel, look for a Superman record, Tarzan record, that kind of thing. All right, so very cool. Another record. Now this has nothing to do with comics, unless you consider that this property actually did appear in some comics. Remember the old TV show Bonanza, Great Western series. This is a 1964 Chevrolet song album with, I don't remember the actor's name, but the man who played Ben Cartwright. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. I did buy that at our local a flea market not too far from here called the Hitching Post, and I bought that a few years ago. Some very cool 60s model vehicles advertisements on the back. So that's very cool. I like that. I have not ever played it. It says on there, free Chevrolet song album. It says over 200 songs. Now, I don't know if that certainly can't be referring to that. Maybe it's advertisement for something else. So anyway, cool. Anyone who can remember this actor's name? Lorne Green, maybe? But if you can't remember, put that down in the comments. Okay, another golden record, no book, but a golden record. Again, not originally comic book characters, but they have been comic book characters. This is Larry Harmon's Laurel and Hardy theme song. Okay, I don't know the theme song. I don't think I watched the Laurel and Hardy TV show. Let me look for a date. 1963. 1963. So you could say it's a stretch, but so far things are still at the least comic related, okay, or at the most comic related, as these characters have been in comic books before. All right, this is advertisements for other golden records on the back. Okay, very cool there. Some of them as low as 69 cents. Book and record, $1.98 for the larger records. Very cool stuff there. So if you're a Laurel and Hardy fan, that's kind of a neat deal. One more. It looks like one more record here. Captain Kangaroo's Treasure House of Best Loved Songs, with a cover price of 79 cents. Date on the back here, 1958, okay? And indeed, Captain Kangaroo does look quite young there, comparatively, to what he looked like when I was growing up, okay? So Captain Kangaroo. Have there been any Captain Kangaroo comics out there before? I don't know. Does anybody know? Captain Kangaroo comics? Anyway, kind of cool there. Stuff that I just pick up over the years because it's kind of neat. Doesn't necessarily have to be comic book related. These, however, are. This is a treasure book, and I'm looking for the date before I even show it to you. This is a 1954 treasure book. Unfortunately, it has been, some kid has treated it a couple of pages as a coloring book, even though it's not. But this is a very cool Prince Valiant in the Days of King Arthur treasure book. Okay, from 1958. Isn't that what I said? 1958. 1954, sorry. A very cool, John Paszynski. Or Jan Paszynski. Jan Paszynski owned that book, okay? Jan Paszynski. Nice to see girls reading Prince Valiant, okay? Very cool opening page there. May actually be, that illustration may actually, it is Hal Foster. It's all Hal Foster stuff. On the front, by Hal Foster. Not created by Hal Foster, but by Hal Foster. Okay, so very cool there. All right. There's the poor white horse that got colored reddish pink there, pinkish red, whatever you want to call that. I guess he was just too white, too blank for the child who was reading it. And just some very cool illustrations throughout. Okay, I don't care if it's in this format. I'll take Hal Foster art however I can get it. Okay. Oh, there's a cool panel. A couple of panels there. Very cool. So, Prince Valiant in the Days of King Arthur from 1954. Here's another treasure book. This is going to be comparable. 1956. This is Flash Gordon. Okay, Flash Gordon with pictures by Alex, what did it say? Alex Berger. Berger. Okay. And so 1956, very cool. Not as striking, not as entertaining, not as good as the Prince of Valiant Art. But then again, very few were as talented as Hal Foster. Okay. Some more coloring going on. Someone didn't like those white hats. Had to color them with some blue. All right. So anyway, still very cool to get. It's interesting to see Flash Gordon. You know, he's working in the jungle. He's on an adventure in the jungle with these children. So very cool. So Flash Gordon, kind of out of his element there, I guess. This is a documentary called Comic Book Literacy. I'd forgotten all about this, by a gentleman named by the name of Todd Kent. Comic Book Literacy. You probably can find that on YouTube. Look that up. That is a kind of cool documentary. Comic Book Literacy. All right. Oh, these are cool. Okay, so we're getting into some of the in the 90s, some Marvel books that were done after the Marvel cartoons that were running at the time. Iron Man, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and the like. There was supposed to be a Captain America and there was a Silver Surfer. There was supposed to be a Captain America with that package as well, but it never saw airtime. But you can find the introduction to that, or the opening, the musical opening, on YouTube. And I say it was included in the package. I don't know if it was. I'm sure it wasn't included in the initial package, but they wanted to eventually make it a cartoon, a series. Anyway, here are some of the acetate cells. They weren't actual animation cells, but they were just kind of character cells, which were very cool. That's one from Iron Man, Fin Fang Foom, and I don't remember that gentleman is a part of the group ForceWorks, but I can't remember his name. I never read ForceWorks. I was never impressed with that, but I have always been impressed with Fin Fang Foom. Okay, so and then there you have a great Spider-Man and Dr. Octopus cell there. This one actually used to be up on my wall in another house in another place, but very cool illustration there. Here is another Iron Man one with the Mandarin. Wait a minute, that was the guy from the first one. Was the guy from ForceWorks. This is Iron Man and the Mandarin. Always, the modular armor. The modular armor is what Iron Man was wearing at the time in the comics, and at least when the cartoon started, and that's of course what they went with. It was cool at the time, but this armor did not age well, in my opinion. I think it is now the clunkiest armor, clunkiest design of all of the Iron Man armors, in my opinion. But short of the actual first couple, the gray tin suit and the gold tin suit. So anyway, got a not sure where this came from, but got a Comic Adventures with Annie and the Cardinal. There's I'm not even sure where these were distributed. I'm not going to take the time to look at it and try to figure that out. But he did have the Cardinal, who I believe was a Christian themed strip. There's right up here. You can see some Cardinal action going on there. Let me see if I can find a larger. The insides are black and white. There's a black and white head and shoulders image of the Cardinal. Okay, so kind of cool there. I believe I got that from my friend Michael Vance. This was published in 2001 when I was helping him write the suspended animation column. All right, a couple of really neat comic book precursors. One dated 1924. This one dated 1924. The second one dated 1925. Is missing some chunks, but this is a very cool collection of newspaper strips from Bringing Up Father, 1954, or 1924, sorry, 1924. And very cool there. Got to be very careful with these because I don't want to make them any worse than they are, but there's some, and a page falling out, as you would expect. Oh, I just thought. This book is 100 years old. 100-year-old comic book here, folks. 100 years old. I'm going to put that in the title. Put that in the title of this video. Okay? And then coming up, bringing up the rear at 99 years old, is one in a little better condition. 1925, Mutt and Jeff. Mutt and Jeff. Again, collection of newspaper strips. And there you have some of them. Again, I want to be careful how I hold this. Okay, it has a list of books that you could get for $1, price per volume $1. So this was a $1 book, a $1 book. Can you imagine getting this for $1? This collection of comic strips. So cool. Back then, $1 was a lot of money. Okay. So anyway, neat stuff there. Very cool. 99 and 100-year-old comic books, or collections, if you want to call them that. What else we have here? Ooh. Okay. Not going to be able to go through. This is going to be continued. But let me show you something that came from eBay. This is back in the day. If you're familiar with Xenozoic Tales, Mark Schultz's creation, that was published by Kitchen Sink Press, and I believe Dark Horse, perhaps after that. But I think Kitchen Sink Press initially did it. But there was also a cartoon called Cadillacs and Dinosaurs, as the reprint series was titled. This is a penciled. I don't know. If it's part of a storyboard or what it is, but it's a penciled frame from the cartoon with some type of instructions on there. But there you see the sketched dinosaur riding on the Cadillac with I can't remember her name. I can't remember the names of the two leads, the man and woman lead, but they're driving the Cadillac, and there's some kids in the back seat with the dinosaur. It looks like they're trying to get that dinosaur to safety. Or maybe, no, I'm going to say he's with them. He doesn't appear to be attacking anyone. So anyway, just kind of a penciled production page or character sheet of Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. So anyway, there's more stuff in here. We'll get into it next time. This is a cool box. A cool box. I knew about all this stuff. I just thought that you all would like to see it. But some of it I hadn't seen in a long time. So anyway, that's it for now for what's in the box. We'll do another one here very soon. But anyway, again, I appreciate people who have subscribed and who comment away. I love the comments and the discussions that sometimes those comments spark. But certainly, if you haven't, go ahead and like the video, subscribe, and even share the video. Bring other people here to watch and see some of this stuff. All right. But as always, whether you subscribe or not, I'm just happy you watch. And I appreciate you watching 4Color Commentary. We'll see you next video.